Is it dark? No, I guess we're okay in here. Hi guys, it's JL. Take off my specs so that I can't see you at all. Can you see Laurel? Yeah, Laurel's head. There you go. He's more interesting to look at than I am. So I came across one of my old crafting videos today. I think the angelic just threw it at me to say, this is what you need to get back to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's what happened. I made a video 3 years ago and there was a little notice. Somebody left a comment on it today. They wanted to know. Somebody actually watched one of my videos, my 3-year-old videos, and wanted to know where I got something that I was using, crafting supplies. So that was Spirit saying, let's go in this direction, I think. Because, yeah, 2015 was a pretty good year. I had inherited some money, and I was just having some fun crafting and gaming, and was hoping I could make some money doing those things, but no, I don't seem to be able to sell to people. People don't buy my stuff. They just never do. And I'm kind of invisible. And I think it's because I'm balancing out my twin, who is so visible. So he's, very high. Oh, I hate this. I keep getting this notice that says, oh, you're gonna renew your I hit this right. You don't have enough security on your computer, so that's Windows 10 for you. It's like, I know, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm going to keep using the free one. So let me. My twin is so high profile that so many people see him. So I guess I'm balancing it out by being invisible. No matter what I try, people do not see me. Or, well, I appreciate that I've got about 100 subscribers, but you know how I did that? When this channel was new or newish, I did sub for sub. So I've got a lot of subscribers, but nobody ever watches because, I don't watch their channel and they don't watch mine. We just subscribe to each other's channels, and aside from that, pretty much ignore each other. So I suppose that keeps YouTube from deleting this channel, though, so that's a good thing anyway. But not so much with the interaction with, I don't know, it's a block of some sort. But yeah, 2015 was a pretty happy year. I did my arts and crafts. I got into paper crafting and stamping, and I discovered Project Life scrapbooking, which is really fun because I love papers, different pattern papers. I just love them. But I had nothing to scrapbook of. There were no people in my life to have memories with, take pictures of, to put into the scrapbooking book. So I've got like 3 beautiful Project Life binders and all the cards, and nobody to put into it. Like, I would love to, of course, have a life with my twin, and I could take all these wonderful pictures of him and our pets and the house and all that stuff, but we're still in separation, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, because imposters, people saying that it's him on social media, and ultimately they're just trying to scam me, which is heartbreaking, because every time I see so-and-so has followed you, a little piece of me goes, is it really him this time? And it never is. It's just another test or something. But I found out the name for what I've been experiencing all my life. It's called Twin Flame, so that's good. Supposedly we are meant to meet, so that's good. I'm glad I learned about the law of attraction years ago. So that helps me understand the twin flame thing. So that's good. But, you know, I figured out what it's called, finally. All my life, I wondered what this experience was called. And I'm not alone, so that's good. But it's nothing much you can do about it. It's a divine thing, and God knows when it's going to happen. They've got it all worked out. I've had dreams of... I saw all my angels at work behind the scenes in this dream I had recently. It was really amazing. Apartment or something, or I'm not sure, but the bed was kind of right in the middle of the room, and I was asleep there. And all around me were these people. They looked like just regular human beings. And there was this woman. I wrote this down. I forget exactly what this woman. I think she had blonde hair. But she was sitting at a desk, like an office desk, like if you go to the bank, okay, and you go to the new accounts person, you sit at their desk, and they open up the account for you, right? We would call them platform people back when I was in banking. So you go to a platform person and say, I want to open up a new account. Well, this lady was opening up a credit account for me, and she was on the phone establishing a line of credit, and I saw a black credit card for me that she was going to give me. So she was on the phone working on that, and then there was this man. He looked like, if you remember the show Frasier that Kelsey Grammer started, it was a spinoff from Cheers. Frasier's brothers, Niles, played by David Hyde Pierce, kind of a thin man with sort of thinning blonde hair. This person looked a lot like that, David Hyde Pierce, the actor David Hyde Pierce. And this guy, he was standing standing up, talking on a landline phone, corded phone. I think, I can't remember exactly what he was doing. I think he was trying to work out things for my twin, to arrange our meeting. I think that's what it was. So he was finding a way to, what's this? Oh, I don't know. I just got a message. Yeah, I know. Anyway, something about trying to separate my twin from his karmic or something like that. Anyway, the point of the dream was for me to know they are working for me behind the scenes. So I'm grateful to have that revealed to me. And, you know, I've learned a lot of stuff along the way. I've been made aware of other people going through the same thing, and all this stuff we're looking at now with the energy waves and Mandela effect. I'm just keep learning all these spiritual things. So I am grateful for all those things. It's been a very informative couple of years. So it was kind of nostalgic to be thrown my crafting videos back at me. So let me show you what I've actually made over time. Some of the things anyway. I still have a lot of them. This, I think, was my most recent project over Christmas. I was trying to perfect bookmarks with cut paper and glitter glue, but the polymer type glitter glue warps the paper. I was just trying to thicken up this scrapbooking paper, because if you know, scrapbooking paper with the print on it is thinner than cardstock. So these just feel really flimsy to me, and I don't like them as bookmarks. So I was just trying to thicken them up. So those aren't very good. And, you know, you just have to experiment. I mean, this is pretty, but I absolutely cannot get it to flatten out. I put books on it, and it just just doesn't cooperate very well. It feels kind of leathery. But I was thinking if I could perfect them, then I'd try selling, but they're just not, they're not acceptable. They're not acceptable. Pooey. And, okay, this one's better, but this is very thin. See, it just doesn't, it has the glitter. It doesn't have the glitter glue on it. And I see actually this is cardstock that what did I do? I took a plain piece of white cardstock to make the background pattern. Yeah, plain white, I think it's white cardstock. And then you get a stencil, which is a flower, large flower print you can see on the back too. And then I spritzed watered down ink through it to make the pattern so it comes through with the white. So that's quite pretty. And then the owl is cut paper done with a special paper punch, and you glue the pieces on. But again, it's really flimsy. I don't feel good about selling that. These are pretty usable. These are envelopes I use it for my pen pals or whatever, if you want to store something in it, or if you have, it's good if you want to give somebody a gift card or a check. Anybody use checks anymore? I do. And use it kind of the way you would use wrapping paper, but it's prettier than a plain white envelope. So, but I mail my letters in those, my personal letters. So there's a bunch of these, and these are just done with scrapbooking paper, mostly from Stampin' Up. They really have some nice paper at Stampin' Up, and I think it's a little thicker than and these are just the labels you would use for the addresses. I think it's a little thicker than some other scrapbooking paper. This is also Stampin' Up, and this is a piece of just a strip that I glued on with glitter glue along the edges. And this is two-sided scrapbooking paper, which is fun. What have I got in here? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I had this paper clipped inside. Okay. And I fill these with that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could be a flyer or something. What is this yellow bar across the top of my page? Connection. Am I going still? Okay, I guess we're still going. I don't know. And a couple more envelopes. It's all about who you know. It's all about numbers. It doesn't matter really how good your stuff is. It's who's going to see it. So, I mean, ultimately, if you make crap when you got a lot of it, they're going to realize you're making crap and you'll lose them. But you got to get the people first. I don't know. So here's another one of my hasograms done with scrapbooking paper. That's hand drawn. I might put some glitter on here. I'm not sure yet, but I might write to my pen pal on this one. I'm kind of down to just one pen pal. Like, yeah, this was done by hand. That was a fun little project. It's just it's polka dot scrapbooking paper from Stampin' Up, and a marker. I think it was, what did I use? I think I used two different ones. Oh, I know. It was a fine point pilot for outlining. Pilot razor, I believe. And then for outlining things. And then the main ones I used are Caran d'Ache I'm looking at let's see. Watercolor markers, yeah, Fibralo, Caran d'Ache markers. So this is the stuff I made that thought I might sell someday, and with that. And this, oh wow, it has this whole box of goodies. Oh, pet though, yeah, you can tell I'm a pet owner. Back when I had pet food delivered to me when I was rich. Okay, so here's, are these my, yeah, this is like backer paper that the Stampin' Up! Comes with for support. And these are all old, these are calendar pages, just calendar pages from like what, 2015 or something. And artwork is so pretty. It's just so pretty. And these are photographs. See? Are you grabbing my stuff? I mean, you know, it's, you just wanna, it's, how can you just throw that away? It's so pretty. So what I do when I'm in the mood is I will cut them down, just cut them down and turn them into stickers. So I save these. And then I've got, I actually made a video of how I made this. This is back when I was a Stampin' Up! Representative. I see this stuff is all coming through reverse. Close all these windows. But there's a process video for this. And I don't know why that is reversed, but that's annoying. But it's just a book that I made to, do I write other stuff in here? Oh, no. Okay, I can tear this out. You can't play with that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's a video on how I made this. I'll try to, I think I'll tweet some of these videos because this is kind of interesting and this got some attention. So this is like 3 years. Yeah, Stampin' Up! Inventory 2015. So that's old. So I did a video of how I made this little book. It's just I stamped all my little stamps onto here. And this is, so that's stamps. This is stencils. So I added some stencils just to keep track of all the stuff I was selling. These are all the markers and all the colors and what collection they're from. Just it's reference for a reference book for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So, and I've got the acrylic blocks. I put all this stuff together because I was trying to sell it off because I really needed the money. So I've got all these old paper pumpkin craft kits, not even open. That I just, you know, I don't know what to do with anymore. And all my stamp pad kits. So all this stuff that I was doing, and then one day I asked God to send me my guy, and he put me on this twin flame path, and everything, all the rest, my whole rest of my life got put on hold. So creativity is important. I've gotten very depressed because I've been completely obsessed with my love. So I can't do anything about it. It's not that I don't believe it. It's not that I'm going to throw it away and say it's garbage, but I'm just going to try to move forward now and, get back to my life, I guess. So maybe I'll make some stickers tonight. Oh, wait, I have something I could show you that I made. I've just been so depressed, too depressed to do much. I just had no desire to do any crafting for 3 years. 3 years. So this is another thing I did. This is more recent. I did this a few days ago, and I'm not thrilled with the results. It was kind of an experiment, trying to get back into it. It's just a cover. I gessoed. You paint gesso on. This is chipboard. And then I just drew in the flowers and stuff, and I added some around and about. I don't like how it's so I don't like the stems, how it's sort of empty right down the middle. Yeah, I don't like this part very much. So I'm a little disappointed with this, and I'm not sure if I will be able to fix it. But anyway, so this is it's a book, and we would put the black coil in. Same thing as the other book I showed you, but this is the 6x9 version. And I made a bunch of these, mostly with scrapbooking paper, so they looked a bit better. And my friend said, "Oh, I'm trying to sell these for you." That was about 3 months ago. I said, "Oh, great. Haven't heard from her since." But that's how she is. She forgets. She gets distracted. Let's look at you. How are you today? So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna sign off. Gonna go get some dinner. It's a little past 8 o'clock here. He hasn't gotten to the vet yet. I'm having a hard time getting a ride. I guess it'll be next week. Hopefully next week. I was hoping for Thursday, but I called to try to schedule a room. And they have one scheduler, and that person was out of the office. And they said, "Oh, we'll take a message and somebody will call you back." Been there, done that. Nobody calls back, and that just stresses me out. So I said, "Okay, well, yeah, thank you. I will call back tomorrow. When will your scheduler be in?" "Oh, yes, 9 a.m. "Okay, well, I will call in." They have one scheduler, period. And if they're not around, you better just try and catch up another time because nobody else knows how to do it. Apparently, that person is the person in charge of that part of the computer system. Be the only person who actually knows how to use a computer, considering where I live. So, you untying me? You fresh. There. So I guess I am meant to get him to the vet next week instead of this week. So I guess I will do some paper crafting in the meantime and some Sims. I'm debating whether I want to get their expansion pack seasons. I think I might wait to see how the money is after the vet, or they can be expensive pretty fast. So, okay, Laurel, doing your cute thing, are you? Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy watching this later on. Again, nobody in the chat.